Okay, I completely forgot to get like a video out like today. So like I'm doing this like I'm recording this like video right before like I go to sleep, so like I can quickly like get it out. So yeah, let's get into the video. Craig the Creek is a show about a boy named Craig and his two friends, Kelsey and JP, as they follow their adventures of exploring the nature of the nearby creek. After watching every single episode of the show, I have compiled a tier list for a placement for every episode of the show. Every good episode at least. Welcome to Creek Dynamacy. Now you know it's that time of the month again where I make another episode of one of my most popular series on the channel, Creek Dynamacy. Now, if you really like this show, I mean this series, and you really like Craig of the Creek in general as like a cartoon, it's a very good cartoon. Definitely go check it out. Be sure to leave a like, share it with your friends. One of my posts on the straw poll by clicking the first blue link in the description. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe because by doing all of that, if you should be doing all of that, we can keep climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing, and then we will eventually reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you really want to help me support that goal, then please consider subscribing and doing all those like other things. Let's get into the video. Alright, this month's Creek Dynamacy is about the iconic card game episode Bring Out Your Beast. The description of Bring Out Your Beast reads, Craig wants to play a card game called Bring Out Your Beast. He decides to take Bernard's vintage card collection, due to him not playing anymore, to play with it, and discovers the powerful Beast Snare card. Due to its infamy, Craig decides to get rid of it, but someone ends up taking it and using it to steal other players' cards. Real interesting plot, like right there, just right there. Now for the stuff I liked about the episode. Yeah, let's do that. So if you haven't seen like my Creating My Own Yu-Gi-Oh character series, which a lot of you probably have, so yeah, which you should be watching. I mean, like it's like the second video I upload every month, so don't get how you couldn't have seen it. But really, if you haven't, that's totally fine. I get it. But if you have seen it, then you will know that I'm a big fan of the card game Yu-Gi-Oh! And when I first saw this episode on TV, I was like so amazed that like they made an episode about a card game similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! According to like the wiki page, is that like it's that the cards and like the game mechanics are supposed to be like similar to like Magic the Gathering, and also a little bit of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! But like it still has that like Yu-Gi-Oh! Modern flair and stuff, kind of, because like you use like combos in like battle. You know, the weird thing is that they're like playing on like tables and don't have any like dual discs or anything. You know, I'm gonna say like a Bring Out Your Beast sequel, but like instead of like dueling on like tables, they have like freaking dual discs. That'll be awesome. Like Bernard like secretly has like his old dual disc, so like he gives the Craig to like battle someone at the Craig who also plays Bring Out Your Beast, and like he has a dual disc, and then these have like an entire like Bring Out Your Beast fight. Oh my god, that's so cool. What I like most about the episode were like the designs of like the cars that were like shown in the episode. Most of the designs are all top notch. For example, Chillin' Villain kind of looks like a Powerpuff Girls villain, and for one of the cars, they took the characteristics of JP and like turned him into like a Cyclops or something, and I love it. It's just so like genius. So like yeah, because like there's like a bunch of like theories and like some of the other like episodes of Crank that like they think JP might be an alien or something. Like making like taking the characteristics and putting him inside of a Brand New Beast card is just absolutely genius, and like keeps providing more and more information to like the JP is an alien theory. It's awesome. Some of the cards actually kind of look like some of the classic Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Most obviously, the Deflection card is obviously resembling the Mirror Force card. You know, activate Mirror Force. And Dragon is obviously the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and I don't have it with me now, okay? Another thing I liked is the character Turner. She's sort of like a pseudo-villain of Craig the Creek. What I mean by like a pseudo-villain is like a character on like Craig's side of the Creek that is usually like very like derogatory, but like not like a member of like the other side of the Creek, which is even more evil. Like I mean, think of like Eliza. Like she's like still like mean, but like not like to the point where like not to like the point where like where like she would like start a whole entire like global Creek war or something. No, kind of like those like things that are like they're still very mean and kind of act like a villain or something, but they're not really a villain. It's all just basically like Turner. Anyways, Turner is a really interesting character. Like her first appearance in the episode, she was like played as like a rookie at Bring Your Beast due to her only having a starter deck of cards with barely any support or structure to it. So if you want a very good balanced deck, you need to have support and structure and good like provisions to it, like good like support for it. Like gotta use a bunch of spell and traps and like some evenly balanced. Yeah, but right after like she helps Craig and like friends bury the card, like her character like takes a complete 180 and like she turns all evil and stuff. Like it's such a shame that like she only appeared one other time in the show, with that other time being a cameo in the episode Tea Timer's Ball. I really like hope she comes back if they ever do make a sequel to Bring Out Your Beast. Please make a sequel. And I'd be really down to like see like another episode, and really like seeing like another episode of like Bring Out Your Beast. Another thing I like is the relationship of Craig and Bernard. Since like the two followed like the stereotype of them being like brotherly rivals, like kind of like multiple enemies, because like they kind of hate each other, but like it's kind of like platonic. Like they do love each other because like they're brothers and stuff, but like the kind of plays of like it's kind of like Roderick and Greg from like Diary of a Kid. Like they still like like each other, you know, like as brothers, but like they do kind of like pick on each other constantly, kind of like that. Like, and this episode, Branch of Beats is like one of the very few times where they actually like get along in the end. I mean, obviously it's just for like that one episode, because in the very next episode, that they just revert back to the normal like sibling rivalry thing. Some other episodes where I think that like they got along was Turning the Tables, Creating the Kids Table, and Dinner at the Creek, because they did like get along by the end at least. Alright, the very last thing, that I liked was the final battle near the end between Craig and Turner. I like how, like, Craig, like, helping Craig, I like how Bernard, like, helping Craig by, like, telling him how to, like, do some, like, strategic moves to use, like, against, like, Turner, like, sitting right next to him and telling him what to do. It kind of, like, reminded me of, like, Yuma and Nastro from, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Like Craig is like Yuma. He usually just like goes with the flow and does whatever Astro says, and Astro's like the one like telling Yuma what to do. That's really cool. I wonder if like if they ever do make this sequel, I'm kind of like hoping that like they have Craig like battle the person on his own. Like he knows, like he takes all in what he learned from Bernard and like uses it against the person instead of just needing a bunch of help from Bernard. That would be like very cool, and I would definitely enjoy that episode if it's done right. If it's not done, if they do like that part right, but the other episodes is complete trash, then it's gonna be mediocre at best. Yeah, so I do like how like it kind of resembled Yuma and Astro from like Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. It's really cool. I like that reference. Don't think it was intentional, but still like it regardless. All right, now that I finished talking about the good things about the episode, it's time to talk about the bad things. Now, I personally think that this is a perfect episode, as there's absolutely nothing wrong with the episode. But one thing I don't like is that like they haven't made a sequel to it yet. If you do make it, listen here. If one of the okay, listen here, Craig producers. If any of you, if anyone like who works for like Craig the Creek, like a head writer or something, please make a sequel to Bring Out Your Beast. I don't want it to just be like just one singular episode. Like I want a sequel to it, like where like they don't battle on the table. They battle with like dual discs. Craig doesn't need help from Bernard to win. He battles on his own. This guy is the person that Craig is battling is kind of like Seto Kaiba. Do it, please. Oh my god, it would be so cool. Yeah, I mean, you've done like a Pokemon video. You've done like some kind of like Dragon Ball Z related thing. So please make like a sequel to like Bring Out Your Beast. I just love it so much. Like so far, Bring Out Your Beast seems like an experimental episode of Crazy Creek, as Bring Out Your Beast has only been focused entirely in only its debut episode. I mean, the Beast Snare card has kind of like appeared like a couple of times like here and there, but like it's barely even mentioned. It doesn't even contribute anything to the entire focus plot to it. I mean, that's not like an important like item inside of the episode. So please, if anyone who works on Creating the Creek, if you're watching this, please make a sequel to it. Like, I'd be so down to like watch it. I'll probably like watch it on opening day or something, or maybe watch it on demand if like it comes out before then. You know, I'd definitely be down if they ever made like a Beyblade or like a Beyblade like episode of Creating the Creek. That'd be so cool. Okay, anyway, that's all for today. Thank you all for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, share it with your friends, vote on my polls on Straw Poll by clicking the first blue link in the description. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Please. Yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Just quickly waiting for it to get to like 10 minutes. Alright, bye!